G'day guys, this is Lord Tomo here again with another Sonic the Hedgehog item tour review. As we all know, I'm Lord Tomo and this is, well, Sonic the Hedgehog. Seems to be having a torch of sorts. Not too sure what my Sonic characters like to go exploring, but look, we'll put this guy aside and take this away from him and get to the actual item itself. So the actual item I'm going to be more or less talking about now is, or today anyway, is a Sonic the Hedgehog from Tiger LCD wrist game. Looks pretty cool from the get-go. It's more or less an item that, for an adult anyway, it should be more for display. I'll explain a little more why. But look, we'll get straight into the actual exterior and then we'll get to the in-depths of it. As we all know, this is from Tiger, as you can probably tell from the top over here. It's from endorsed and licensed by Sega, and you got the overall design. It's pretty bland in terms of most of the other items I have. It doesn't really blend in. I like my items to more or less blend in with one another in terms of colors and whatnot, as you can probably tell from the bottom to the top. But hey, that's personal opinion, personal nitpicking, right? The thing I do like about this more or less is you do have badniks, which I always find to be an added plus with any Sonic items. They should honestly make more badniks, even if it's figurine. I know they did Jazzware badniks of it, which I have, and I personally find super awesome. There have been other small iterations back in the 1991 where they did release, by Tommy anyway, small badniks packs every now and then, which it's a bonus, but I prefer to have more modern day ones, which for the now Jazzware does well. You do have the overall, I don't know if these are the bumpers from Casino Night. I'm going to assume they are, so it's pretty good. It doesn't actually have a date of manufacture, but obviously due to the design and whatnot, I'm going to assume for argumental sakes it was pardon me, more or less 1991, which I think is pretty awesome. And at the back we have just more stuff just there. You got the instruction sheets, which I will show, and you just have a more disclaimer. Now I'll leave this as close as possible if you want to pause and read it. I'm not going to bother so much, but you can imagine more or less how it's going to play out based on the actual design here and there. You got more badniks here. I remember this little guy. I always thought he was a Sonic the Hedgehog's friend, and when I walked into him, I got killed. Yes, Chippy kid me. Okay, so that's the actual design itself. Pretty nice. It's a display piece more or less in my collection. I don't really use it. Now I will open this up. However, I won't open up this one. This was actually bought a couple of months back ago, and before that, I think it was a year ago, I actually bought a different one. This one came open, this one didn't. That's kind of the reason why I bought this one. So we'll put this away and we'll open up, well, the same item but different. As you can probably tell, it was already open. I got this for extremely cheap. I just wanted to have it in my collection. Now this is the actual item itself. Now before we get into that, however, I will briefly talk about the instruction sheet, because we want to know what actually comes in. Now the first and foremost things it comes with is this little pamphlet here. As you can already tell, Tiger has make copious amount of little Sonic games and other items, so you have a Batman version of that. So that's obviously needed if you want it for your collection. Obviously if your one's mint and sealed, you're gonna have no troubles. Here's another little piece. You just have the Sega Genesis, get it all, just join the 16-bit revolution, which was majorly hyped back in the day, which was awesome. And at the back you just have the Game Gear to have it all portable, which was more or less, I guess, marketing for post items. And this is the actual, if I can open it properly, the instruction sheet slash display slash disclaimers. I'll get a good view as much as possible. So it just tells you more or less the story, the objective, the control guides, how to play it, the buttons, how to change your chaos emeralds. What else do we have here? We have features, we have game summaries, we have so much more. And at the back we just have obviously other stuff, the scoring, how to change the batteries, standard to any kind of watch-ish, if you can call it that, but obviously this is a wrist game, so it's slightly different. Now obviously I don't have any batteries on mine, so I can't actually show you the gameplay, but these are more or less the pictures that you have that you'll reflect. That was a nice plus. Put this aside for that. And this is the actual item of choice. Now I'm probably going to give out my second one away because I just own one, so maybe further down the track I'll probably give it away. But here's the actual watch. or game risk from Tiger. Now the actual plastic itself is pretty, you know, it's solid, but I feel like it might rip in time perhaps. The overall design is just predominantly plastic. It was designed for kids, as you can probably imagine, and you got buttons, which is pretty soft. You have a button here, which is obviously mode. The back is standard. There's nothing too, I guess, exciting about it. Nothing there. As I mentioned before, it is designed for kids. I'm an adult, and as you can see, okay, I am the exception. I am a larger adult-ish, big boy, pretty much. And it's pretty tight. Like, then again, I have a, you know, Sony Vita, so I'm not gonna, you know. And look at where oh no, too tight. Oh no, it's not. Oh yeah, it is too tight. Anyway, so that's it. So you know, if you have a kid that's obviously excited about this and whatnot, you know, you could obviously try and find one for him or her, whatever the case may be. I'll probably be giving this one away, or with everything else, if you want to have it for collection, in time probably. So it is a nice piece of collection. I do like the actual box itself for display purposes. I never, you know, even as a kid, I probably wouldn't have worn this myself. I was never too much of that sort of kid. I had, you know, my reputation to uphold. Anyway, so that's the actual more or less item itself. So I'll put it side by side so you can get a slight comparison. So you got it there. Now, you are looking rarity, depending on the condition, to be directly honest. I'm going to have to give this a ballpark figure of roughly 6 out of 10 stars. I do see it. Obviously, it comes in various conditions. I got this, you know, newer iteration. I wouldn't call it a newer iteration, like a new version unboxed, not boxed, unboxed or anything like that, for roughly about $40. Pretty cheap. Okay, pretty cheap for me. I don't know the financial status of other people, but for me it was pretty decent price. And it's a nice, you know, obviously addition to any collection, my personal opinion anyway. So 6 stars out of 10 rarity. Now that's pretty much all that really needs to cover. So guys, I hope you liked it, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any requests or any things that you wouldn't mind seeing, look, I'll be more than happy to do it for you. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and until next week, peace on and speed on.